everyone, Nunu here and welcome to today's video. Now on today's video I'll be talking about basic tips for Stardew Valley. It was something that I should have done before, but only now I've decided to do them because I had a few requests among some of my friends to do a video about that, to do a video about basic tips when they're starting the game. So with any further ado, let's start this video. Just have in mind something that none of these tips are in a specific order, and they're just tips for that I've remembered when I started to play the game, and I think they're very useful only if you are like a brand new player or if you're starting your game basically. So, tip number one of the first things you have to do is try to show the toolkit location on the options, and why? It's because it's the best way that we have to know where to hit and where is your action going to be performed. Without that, you kind of like you want to destroy a tree, but maybe you're not pressing on the right square. Tip number two, you have to watch TV daily because it gives you a lot of information, like how it's going to be the weather tomorrow, how is going to be your luck today. Sometimes it will give you some recipes, and of course it will give you some tips about farming, some kind of like a small tutorial that will keep on going with the game. So it's very useful to watch your TV every day. Now if you watch, and now this is tip number three, if you watch TV daily and you know how the weather is going to be tomorrow, then probably you can upgrade your water can on a day that is before a raining day. So basically, let me try to explain it in a better way. So you check your TV, and if tomorrow is going to rain, then you can use the water can on today's on the day today, and after that you're going to send it to the blacksmith so he can upgrade it. It takes 2 days, but you know that tomorrow it's gonna rain, so it takes 2 days to upgrade. Tomorrow is gonna rain, so you're not gonna use the water can. So on the day after tomorrow, then you can go grab the water can because it's already ready, and you didn't lose any watering day basically. So watching TV and knowing how the weather is can allow you to do some kind of upgrades like that. So tip number two and tip number three are kind of like connected. Tip number four, watch your energy. In the start of the game you have little energy and you need to do a lot of stuff. So just watch the energy and have that in mind, that you don't have that much energy, okay? Or at least you have to do more actions than your energy probably is going to allow you. Tip number five. This one I'm gonna leave on the description and probably here on top of some cards. That is, what are the best seeds to plant on each season. If you already know that before starting the game, probably you're not gonna lose time trying to figure out what are the best seeds each season, which ones are going to give you more profit. So if you want to know which ones are, you can look down in the descriptions like I said before, or up here on the cards that I'm leaving on this video. Tip number six, try to keep one item of everything you get or produce. Why? It's because it's gonna come handy in handy later on the game when you want to finish your community center, for instance, or maybe to 1 or 2 quests. So it's not bad, it's not hard to keep an item. Just produce chests. They're not expensive to produce, they're easy to get early on the game. In fact, you can build a chest right on the first day. Just be careful with the energy. But you can keep an item for everything you find in the game or everything you produce in the game. So try to keep one item of each, okay? Tip number 7. When you see worm sticking out of the dirt, use your hoe on it, because it could be an artifact, it could be just simple stone or clay, or even books. But you know, artifacts are hard to find. Books are a good way of completing and getting some information or lore about the game. And of course, clay and stone. Stone is easy to get, clay not so much. So every time you see a worm sticking out of the dirt, just hold them. Tip number 8: don't forget to upgrade your backpack. Early in the game, you don't have much money, it's true, but upgrading your backpack, it's worth it. You'll get more space and a lot more loot, so you're gonna be able probably to make more money if you're also mining and foraging, not only with your crops. And early in the game, it's a good way of diversifying and get more money out of it. Tip number 9: don't build the coop and don't focus on animals before the second year. They're extremely expensive, and they don't give much profit in the beginning like the crops. I mean, to feed them, it's expensive, and like I said, they don't give you much profit. Number 10: upgrade your tools on winter. Why winter? Because on winter you cannot plant and harvest your crops, so most of the tools are not going to be used, like the water can, probably the hoe, probably the axe. But it depends. Axe or the pike, they could be used, but if you go to the mine or if you want to harvest woods. But yeah, most of them are not going to be used, so you can probably use winter to upgrade those. And remember, it's going to be a huge help if you upgrade those. Tip number 11: sell your crops to peers to get instant cash instead of waiting a full day. You know, if you collect your crops and you place them on the box, so that the transporter will get that at night and you see how much you get, you only gonna get the money on the day after, on the next day. But if you need the money right now, you collect all your crops, go to town, sell to Pierre's, and you will receive the same price as you would be receiving if you place that on the box. So it's a good method to get early cash in the early stages of the game. Don't forget that. Tip number 12: don't forget to use the scarecrows when you can. I mean, you don't get them right in the beginning. It's kind of like, it's early in the game, I can say so, but not right in the beginning. But the scarecrows, they will protect your crops against crows, and they have like a strange radius of area that they affect. So we know that up, down, right, left, they have like a 8 square radius, you could say that. But diagonal, you know, from the like northeast or southeast, something like that, it only uses a 6 square radius. So have that in mind. I know there's a lot of tools out there, some mods, some websites that can give you a better idea of it. So, but have that in mind, okay? Don't forget to use the scarecrows. Number 13, recycle your trash. Yes, that's a good way of making some extra nice items from trash. I mean, trash is just trash, is worthless basically, but if you use them on your recycles, then you're gonna get some items like wood, maybe some ores and stuff like that. And well, they're probably they're worth probably a lot more than just being trash. So recycle them. It's a good way of having these extra items. Number 14, when you have a silo, then save your grass. You know, try to save your grass for the silo, because with the silo, when you cut the grass will become hay, and hay is the main food for your animals. So that's kind of like a free way of getting food for your animals. Number 15, visit the cart merchant every Friday and Sunday. Why? Because she has rare items, and among them she will sell the rare seeds, which are probably the most expensive crop you can plant and harvest for a lot of money. So, and yeah, it's expensive. A rare seed costs 1,000 coins, but it's still worth the trouble. Also, don't forget to visit the secret forest to collect hardwood, and it's right next to the merchant. Not a problem if you have the item to cut if you have already the axe strong enough to cut the entrance for the secret wood. 16. Try to talk with everyone. If you become friends, they will send you items by mail once in a while. So it's a good way. It's something good to become friends with the town folks, because, like I said, when they're your friends, they will send you once in a while a recipe, or maybe some food, maybe some ore, or something that it's worth for them, and they want to play to please you, kind of. Okay. Number 17. Place a sprinkle on a stone or wooden tile. That will allow your sprinkle to stay over there, and if by mistake you hoe that area, the sprinkle will not leave its place, so it's safe over there and nothing bad's gonna happen. So it's a good way, it's a good tip. Now finally, this is the most important tip for you guys. It's the last tip, but I think it's the most important, which is, don't forget to check out the wiki page. Now, it's outside the game, I know, but on the wiki page, the official one, it has all this info that I'm giving you guys and a lot more, and you can use it for your own benefit. I mean, you can learn a lot of stuff over there. You can know the prices, you can know how long it takes to produce an item. You can prepare yourself a lot better if you watch and if you look at all that information on the Stardew Valley wiki page. And anyways, that's it, guys. I hope it was good enough, that it was easy, and that it helps you guys out. Like always, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and I will see you guys on the next video. Cheers!